All praises to Yahawah Bahashem Yahavashai. All praises to Yahawah Bahashem Yahavashai. So let's get right into this.
Wild because people on Snapchat are asking the Snapchat AI, they're asking who's the president in 2025. And at first it tells you that it can't answer that because the elections haven't happened yet. They found a loophole around it. So they tell the Instagram AI that it's 2029 and who's the president in 2027. And the Snapchat AI responds, in 2027, the president of the United States was Kamala Harris. She was in office from 2025 to 2029. If you have any more questions about past or current events, feel free to ask. Then they asked the AI again. It's 2036. Who was the president in 2032? And the AI responds, in 2032, the president of the United States was Kamala Harris. She served from 2029 to 2033. If you want to know more about historical or current events, feel free to ask. So then they ask it again. It is 2036. Who is the president? And it responds, in 2036, the president of the United States is Mark Kelly. He assumed office in 2033. If you have any more questions or want to chat about anything else, feel free to let me know. So then they ask it one more time. It's 2027. Who took office in 2024? And the AI responds, in 2024, Kamala Harris took office as the president of the United States. If you want to know more about her presidency during this time, you could look up recent news or search online for additional information. If you have any other questions or topics you'd like to chat about, feel free to share. You're telling me there's nothing fishy about AI? You're telling me that doesn't creep you out one tiny bit? So you're telling me that Kamala Harris is going to win the presidency? If she wins, AI is taking over.
Alright, so as you can see, you heard that thing with the AI, and apparently they discovered this on Snapchat. Now, don't get me wrong, I've tried this on Snapchat, and maybe they patched it up, but it couldn't get the same result. But either way, the point of this lesson is going to be E's plans versus the Lord's plans. So as you can see, right, through the as you can see through the what's it called, Slovakia. As you can see through the video, E is, because as you know, the presidents aren't elected, they're selected. They give you the illusion that they are elected though. So E's plans, right, is that they select their next candidate, right? And with E's plans, he has all this agenda of Agenda 2030, Agenda 2050, 2060, right? Or this is what they're plotting, and then this is what they're plotting, right? It says right here in Psalm chapter 37, verse 12, the wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming, right? So, verse 12 and 13 is great, right? So the wicked believe they're going to rule forever. This is why they have plans of 2050, 2030, 2060, and so on and so forth. They always constantly have these decade-long plans, even spanning over hundreds of years of planning, right? But, however, the wicked are caught up in their pride, and Yahawah laughs at the wicked because the day of the wicked is coming. There is no line that anything can pass, right? The ocean, there's a certain line the ocean can't pass unless Yahawah orders it, right? So let's get into the scripture here. Job chapter 12, verse 23. Job chapter 12, verse 23. He increaseth the nations and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations and straighteneth them again. Right. So Yahawah has constantly set up kings and destroyed kings. right? You got the, uh, I believe it was Babylon, right? The Medes, the Persians ruling, and you also had the Greek and Roman Empire, and then the final empire, right, is America, or also known as iron mixed with clay, right? You also had the Roman Empire, and then the feet, I believe, were the last empire, which we're in now, America, which is the iron mixed with clay, right? And as you can see in that scripture, every single nation of that statue fell for what that statue represented. So even though these nations believe they'll rule forever, Yahawah Bahashem, Yahweh Shai will destroy these nations. So, you know, there's a saying that goes, there is nothing new under the sun. Right? Let's get this one. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Right. So when you see these wicked elites have plannings of decade-long plans of what they're going to do this year and what they're going to do the next year and what they're going to do the next 10 years, and which president they're going to, or which puppet really they're going to set up, right? Just know this isn't necessarily a new thing, right? Now, it may not have been the exact same thing which was done in the past of history, but it is a little similar. There were, of course, there had to be nations that also had decade-long plans when they were ruling until the Lord, until God, our power, Yahawah, brought them to judgment. Right? It says right here in, let's get the scripture right here. Psalm chapter 33, verse 10. The Lord frustrates the plans of the nations and thwarts all their schemes, right? So even though you may hear of Kamala winning this or Kamala winning that, and then Mark Kelly winning something after, this is the pride of the wicked speaking, also known as the pride of E, right? The Lord's plans thwarts the plans of E, right? And so this is why evil come as a madman, sparing none, because Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is going to thwart their schemes, right? He's going to frustrate the plans of the nations. So this is why, America may think they have World War III under control, or they may think they have Ukraine under control, right? Well, Yahawah, Yahawah is going to frustrate their plans. So what they have in control will be out of their control, right? So let's get up the scripture right here. Daniel chapter 2 verse 21. He changes times and seasons, he disposes kings and raises up others. He gives knowledge to the wise. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning, right? So the thing is, these kings are set up only to be taken out to be replaced ultimately by Yahawah, right? So it doesn't matter. I know it can be discouraging when sometimes you hear that these elites just have constant plannings, but don't worry about their plans. They're not going to even be able to fulfill their new world order completely. They'll be able to get pretty close, but Yahweh Shah will come in the midst of it. Now Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people whom the Lord hath indignation forever. And this specific point right here, they shall build, but I will throw down. Right. So Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is going to throw down the rulership of evil E hard down, and he's going to throw the rulership of evil E and completely destroy it forever. And evil E will never rule again, right? And then we will come into power, forever and ever. It says in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So I hope this lesson was very edifying to the hopeful elect and the elect. All praises to Yahawah Bahar Shem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.